a little bit late. The last agenda was quite loaded, lots to get through, and a little bit of time. So welcome and housekeeping. Similarly, I think everyone, we have the same attendance. Front doors behind us in an emergency, no planned fire alarms. Next we have apologies for absence, Sharon.
Yeah, we've got Councillor John Taylor, Councillor Tyra and Councillor Reynolds. I think that's it.
Thank you very much. Next we have declarations of interest. Do any members have declarations of interest in any of the items on the agenda below? None. Pecuniary interests? None. Next is the first public participation. Would the public in attendance like to participate? Not yet. Then we have item 5, which is the minutes of the Environment Committee meeting on the 17th of June 2024. Any comments? If not, can I please have a proposer and seconder? Proposer, Councillor Dalton, seconded by Councillor S. Taylor, and a show of hands, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
Correct.
Yeah. What did you say?
Environment Committee.
Oh, right, okay,
yeah. But oh yeah, that's how it's printed on the
Oh,
agenda.
sorry,
but,
yes, yeah,
So
I
yeah,
get
so
you, yeah.
it needs an amendment,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
thank you very much. Next is item 6, which is the Jubilee Wood. So we have 2 items here. The first one is item A, which is issue of notice to the Hill Group for their option to own the land for consideration and resolution. Sharon?
Yeah, I mean, I just need a resolution on, so it's recorded that you now want me to write to the developers and copy Breckland in to say that we actually
Make the
do now want
request.
to own the land, get the process in motion.
Okay.
So it's going to be a 1-page letter, and it'll just, we would like to exercise our right as the nominated body to own the land.
Fabulous. Can I please have a proposer? Councillor Dale, seconded by Councillor Thwaites, and a show of hands, please.
Yeah.
That is unanimous. Fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Next, we have item B, which is the mini country park request from Breckland to accept soil updated plans for consideration and resolution. Sharon, again, do you want to lead on this?
Yeah, I mean, you've had this before, but we were just a bit worried about the implications of having such an amount of soil on the land. So they've come back with a counter suggestion that with regard to the bund, to have a sort of a break. If you notice, there's a couple of breaks in the bund, so that if there is any flooding, that will have somewhere to go either way. Bearing in mind the land is sloped down towards the bund, and if it were to go anywhere, it would go under the bypass into the floodplain area anyway. So,
Councillor S. Taylor.
Obviously the floodplain and the bypass. Sharon was at a meeting with us last Friday before last, and obviously there is some hopefully land maintenance for the culverts and the walkway, the other side of that. I think we need to push that work needs to be done. Obviously, if we're going to be putting extra soil there, make buds and the gaps are great, but obviously we will then be directing the flow of water in a certain way.
yeah.
So I think maybe we just need to double check. Right.
Yeah.
Councillor Dalton, please.
Yeah, we're part of that meeting is obviously tracking down who has responsibility for culverts under the children plan.
Under the hill development. Oh, Mill Lane, yeah.
That I think County Council now do have contact details for the culvert that is
Fire
right
gardens.
gardens. But obviously it will be the water we'll be looking at will be
Well, that water coming
it'll come
from
there.
Fire
But it'll
Gardens.
be going under the A11, which is the national highways.
If I could make a suggestion, because I'm not opposed to this, and the spoil does need to go somewhere, and this does again demonstrate a good partnership working with ourselves and Breckland and the Academy, all working to deliver this facility for the town. I would quite like to propose that, yes, we accept the bund as presented with the breaks, subject to agreement, if you like, or approval of Steve Halls at Norfolk County Council as one of their lead flood officers, just
Yeah.
because he's very knowledgeable. Obviously, he's had quite a good working relationship with the town council as well. And I just think to have his now quite familiar with this area specifically and the investigations, the Section 19 investigation with the flooding in Attleborough, I
Yeah.
think just to have a bit of sign off from him,
Yeah.
would give us confidence
Good.
It will come.
Yeah.
that what we're doing is not going to have any adverse implications.
Yeah. I think that's really sensible.
Can I have a second? Oh,
Yeah.
you're happy to propose it, Councillor Thwaites, seconded by Councillor S Taylor, and a show of hands, please.
Yeah.
That's unanimous. Thank you very much, everybody. Next we have item 7, which is Queen Square Cinema proposal, 3rd and 4th of August for consideration and resolution.
The timeline on this is extremely tight, and I am really nervous about even saying that and putting that before you. But if I didn't, I would probably feel a bit bad that, you know, you did ask me to look into a cinema proposal. It did come up that the company are actually doing the same sort of thing for Breckland. I'm not sure where, but they're in the area. So they've given us this pricing, which is actually better than the previous pricing that they gave about, I don't know, 18 months ago or something. So I know the position. If I was to get you to agree to this, then I have got to get a TENS license. I think the timelines are just about workable if I got onto it tomorrow.
You can apply for a late TENS.
Yeah.
And I think the community things like this, the
Yeah.
licensing authority are quite
Yeah.
good and reasonable.
Accommodating.
Okay, yeah, that's great. And the only thing to do if you did want to spend that money is to we've got to sort of someone's got to choose the films, and I'm suggesting children's films.
Is it still on the table that Breckland, because obviously we missed out on the screen, is there still some way that we could negotiate with Breckland's and funding?
Might be able to, yeah.
There's no harm in asking,
Oh, yeah.
but the offer was there and it wasn't taken. So I now feel like maybe that ship might have sailed, but there's no harm in asking.
Okay, I can do that.
Councillor Bertram.
Yeah,
In Queen Square.
Yeah.
Because Queen Square's only being used from Thursday back by Friday.
Yeah, it is.
how come I didn't pick that?
Oh, I'll tell you what though,
I haven't got a problem with merging it or.
Oh, well, in that
whatever, but
case,
the square
that's-
is obviously being used.
well, I was going to say, Dan, if that is the case, that could be a way that the town council could support Attleborough Pride, and
Yeah.
maybe you could pick some
I would help.
some films that are in keeping with the event.
Yeah,
And then maybe on the Sunday we could have a family fun day with, like, bring a picnic.
Well, it does sound good, and I don't want to be mean or anything, but is that price the only day we could have it? Because
Yes.
if the town's got something going on,
You'd
it
like
would be
to,
nice to have
spread
two
it
events
out.
rather than one event, like
Yes.
you spread it out.
you could do the four, you've got the whole weekend.
Yeah.
The whole weekend.
But,
Almost, yeah, but.
but they couldn't do that price the following week,
I could ask them.
because I'm just thinking it would be nice for the town to have.
Yeah,
I mean, we've lost the carnival, which was such a shame, because last year we didn't have a carnival, and that would have been the 50th anniversary of Attleborough having a carnival, so that was really sad. It would have been their 50th year. This year we didn't have one. There were a lot of comments on Facebook about the cost of Party in the Park and how a lot of families couldn't afford it. If this is something that we could do free of charge, free entry, and I know when we first looked at this 18 months ago, we said on the square, so it increased the footfall in the town. But I'd even be minded to use the rec if we could, if there was no football matches going on, and use the rec, let families bring their picnics and bring their blankets, all their deck chairs, and have a big free event like we used to, like Party in the Park used to be a free event that everyone, no matter what your income was, you could bring your kids and enjoy. And I would really think in the economic climate that would be welcomed. And I think there would be families that would benefit from that, especially through the school holidays, even if it was later on, like the middle of August, like if we can't do it the first weekend in August, the second weekend in August, give Sharon a little bit longer to get attends. The rec is already.
Well,
obviously
I don't know.
licensed.
I don't know if we'll have to confirm with Sharon when she comes back, but I don't know if it was just that the pricing was cheaper because they were in the area. But I'm also not aware if there's alternative dates at then that increased cost. So it may well be that, you know, they are a very popular company and they have limited availability for their screens. So, but Sharon can confirm that. They're in the area that day, which is why it's cheaper. But if we would say, well, we'll do it in 2 weeks' time at full price, it might be that they're not actually available. Because
Or
they're
even if we
very
just do it on
busy.
the Sunday, it don't have to be a 2 day.
Councillor,
Just going to say, I do agree with Councillor Taylor that you should be on the recreation ground. If you've got crowds on the you're on a main road and it's not closed. It's not safe if you've got, I mean, children disappear and so do adults sometimes. You know, and I just think it would be a much safer venue. Children would have space to move and picnic and it
I'm
would
just thinking,
just be
some
space.
people do it, Whittingham Lakes do it,
Yeah.
the showground do it. I mean, not
Yeah.
that our recreation field is anywhere on the scale of any of those
It's
venues,
better.
but
You got some holiday.
it's the school holidays.
And
And even if we can only do it on the Sunday, it gives
we
people something to
could,
do on a
we
Sunday.
could invite some local businesses to, so that they did, so our high street shops did still benefit.
Yes.
So say to, for instance, Perkins Butchers, would you like to come and do a barbecue that day? Or we're doing this, if you would, we could even put it on Facebook, if any of our local businesses would like to come along, food vendors or whatever, that are local, that are Attleborough based, that they would be very welcome to attend and offer refreshments. But if someone did want to bring their own picnic, then they would also be very welcome to.
So they're in the area, Sharon, that weekend, and that is why that price is that price.
Yeah.
So what if we just did it on the Sunday? I mean, obviously, I know the price is for
Is
the
there the price
weekend.
for 1
but
day
it's-
or two?
I think that is for the 2-day price, yeah.
What is this?
So
2995.
2,995, so £3,000 for the 2 days. I will say from memory, because I obviously done a lot of the legwork in presenting the last proposal with the retail group, that was it worked out a lot cheaper to have it for 2 days than to have it for 1 day, because it's already coming. So it was like a couple of £100 extra to have it for 2 days. It worked, the way it was split worked out a lot more. Councillor Bircham, then Councillor Dalton.
What time are you thinking? What have we got? Any?
I think it was, yeah. I mean, they'd have to set up obviously either on the morning of. I thought it was going to, because it's obviously a cinema, it's got to be sort of dusk time or, you know, sort of.
If the price is only 10 till 4, after party is obviously the town.
Adults only.
Yeah, but it's
okay.
only, so, and we're not using the grid.
Yeah.
So you could do Attleborough Pride 10 till 4 in the evening, you've got
It'll be
We
at
can do it on the
6:30.
and I think I would like to see it on the grid.
Yeah.
And I would like us to make it a free event for everybody. And if our businesses want to come along, actually, I would like it to be free for our businesses to come along as
Of
well.
course. I wasn't thinking charging pitch votes or anything like that. Just so that if the first proposal was for it to be in High Street,
Yeah.
you know, to benefit our business community, to encourage that footfall, which you will still get through traffic,
Yeah.
going to the recreation ground. But I just thought if we could say, you know, if any businesses want to come along and sell popcorn
Yeah,
or donuts
okay.
or burgers.
So you think the rec will be better? Yeah.
Councillor Dalton, yes,
Yeah, I was
apologies.
just going to say, on the basis that it's 2 days, I'm looking for it to go. Whichever format we do.
Okay, yeah.
And perhaps we could still complement Attleborough Pride on the, not, you know, if you're happy for us to, Dan, and maybe you could pick a film. I'm sure there's a list.
Yeah.
But something,
You can pick
I don't know
any
if
film.
it's politically correct to say queer, but do you know what I mean? Something, but do you know what I mean? Something
A lot of Americans.
that evening.
Yeah.
And so anyone that's, you know, not over 18 or would be interested in coming to the Pride After Dark event, you could still carry on that Pride theme with a movie on the rec for families
Yeah.
rather than,
Oh, we can have a bit of-
you know, something a bit more explicit.
Yeah.
But something like that, I think, would be really good and would show, you know, our commitment as well to the community.
We can have like 4, even say like 5 till 7, a children's film, and then 8 till 10,
An
an adults film, and we could have
Yeah.
classics, Mamma Mia, Grease, something that's a classic,
Yeah.
and we could do that each evening, and then we're getting the whole town, we're including everybody. But we would need
Yeah.
marshals, because you wouldn't
Yeah.
want excessive alcohol
No.
on those events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would need, and I wouldn't want to see a bar there. I don't think it's
No,
necessary. for a bar
no,
to
no,
be
it's just a sort
But I
of,
would welcome that. And I say that as a publican, I don't feel that that's an event that would need
yeah,
that type of venue there.
No.
But if someone wants to bring like 4 cans of beer while they sit and watch
yeah,
a film with their family, I'm happy for that, as long as it's
Yeah.
not excessive.
Having just done an event at Lincoln Castle, we would search for a tip and our booth was taken off us. So there was no alcohol inside at all.
Yeah.
And
You were
it
trying to
did
do
so.
if you advertise it as sort of like a family.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't want it in the daytime, in the
Yeah.
early evening, and
Yeah,
it's kids' films, but the later one,
Yeah.
whatever we decide film wise.
yeah.
But what, so do you need us to pick a film this evening, Sharon?
No, it just has to be, if it's a DVD and it's on Blu-ray, you can pick any film that you like that they could get hold of, so. Yeah, we've got a really big scope, yeah. I don't know what.
So how new
So-
are these films then?
Single
Because
one
there's a new Inside Out coming.
Is there?
That's in cinema at the moment,
Yes.
isn't it?
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I'm
it's
not
really-
sure. Oh, I don't know. I could ask, yeah.
So aliens.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just to draw this discussion to a close, if anyone would like to make a proposal, so that's Councillor Bircham,
Yeah.
proposing that we go ahead with the cinema on the proposed dates for an event at the recreation ground.
Yeah.
Details to be confirmed.
Yeah.
You got a second?
Councillor Taylor seconding, and that is unanimous.
Yeah, that's lovely. Okay, thank
Fantastic.
you. And if anybody has any suggestions about films, just keep them coming in. So
I
Yeah.
like both films there. We're not letting you choose a film.
Queen of the Desert.
I've seen
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
yeah,
That's a good.
yeah, okay.
Okay,
All right. Email me.
there we
Yeah.
go. Right, thank you
Bella.
very much, everybody. Next we have the second public participation. Nothing from the public. And items for the next agenda. Oh, hang on. Dog bins, yeah,
Yeah, that's okay.
again,
never mind.
I have the, it was.
Have you got an old one as well?
Okay, yeah, so next, sorry, is item 9 to approve the cost of bin provision.
No, I've got, yeah, I mean, I've got some pictures. We all like pictures, don't we? So I've got 3 different designs. So, but all of them, yeah.
Did we have the same ones that we had last time?
Uh,
Did we have those still on file?
I don't
The
know.
ones like what we've put on the square, the ones that we've currently got in stock.
Ah,
'Cause we
well, I
had-
can source those if you like, but I haven't got you costings of those, yeah.
Can
Was it
we,
the one
can we defer,
Mm,
can we defer it?
Yes, of course, yeah.
Just because, Sharon's got these designs for us. They're all the same,
Yeah,
but different.
They're
colour.
basically £189.
Yeah. So these
Yeah.
ones are £189 for a 70 litre bin, very just, you know, your standard
Generic,
bin,
yeah.
generic.
But probably it will be a lot more because they look sturdier on the square, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did wonder, and I think this, the only reason I say this is because I think it was said at the last meeting
Yeah,
that the bins, the design that we have on the square was quite favourable, very nice.
Okay,
Those,
yeah.
the ones that we bought new, that we bought in bulk. We've got 3 of those that are getting put out
Yeah.
sometime soon.
I've given the order for those, so they will do them on Wednesday.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they'll be being installed soon. I didn't know if now they're getting installed in high street locations, if we wanted continuity with our bins to see if we can source the same. Yeah,
Yeah,
is that okay,
that's
Sharon?
fine. Yeah, absolutely.
Even
Yeah,
if it's done before full council, if you can find it
Yeah.
in the system,
well, yeah,
who we placed the last order with, we ordered 10.
yeah. I was thinking of 10 more. Yeah.
Yeah, then if we could just
Yeah.
even throw that on the end of full council, just to
Yeah,
get it done.
Okay, yeah. I don't think I'll get approved for all the locations that we want because I've actually got 14 locations.
Yeah,
So, but anyway,
have you asked Breckland to? for
not
any of
yet, because I
those yet?
thought I'll get
No.
the bin approved first, and I'm getting highways to look at the locations first. And then if they approve them, then I can go to Maitland.
Council- Okay,
As
councillor
far
Taylor, they
Well,
wanted
if
it.
it's dog bin related, do it now, because I want to jump back.
It's
to the
dog bin
previous.
related.
I want to jump back, so you go now.
The dog bin down Connaught Road, it's the only one.
Yeah.
For a long way.
Yeah.
And it is, well, I think it's just gonna collapse.
That one is going to be done on Wednesday. Yeah, and there's no bin outside the one-stop shop, so there'll be one put there. And what's the other one? Outside the Methodist chapel, I think we said, didn't we?
Yeah.
And if you have got any
Is
other
that
ideas,
one's
that'll have to
fall
wait.
over, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
I'd like to jump back, if, no, I'm ever so sorry, not just that thing, if we're making this slightly bigger, we might need a couple of port blues. And some Harris fencing, but we purchased a bit of Harris fencing, and I say we royally, I think at one point the council did buy a load of Harris fencing.
Yeah.
But obviously, if we're gonna try and stop people coming in to look for alcohol, we might need a little bit of Harris fencing to make an entry
So
point.
just marshalling people coming in. coming out.
Yeah, we should have that, so I'm not, but we might need a couple of blues.
Okay,
Which
oh, that's
obviously
no
wasn't
problem. Yeah,
budgeted for, but
Yeah.
we, as a committee, do have.
yeah,
a
that's
spend.
okay. I get a couple of Portaloos. Yeah, they will.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think that would,
No, that won't break the bank.
no, I don't think it would, but we need to tie that into the resolution, obviously, to give you permission to spend that money.
I don't think we can move backwards, but I think the Portaloos would come in,
Sharon's.
yeah,
Yeah,
if there were a requirement for the event to go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just think. obviously,
and we-
that impacts
we can-
your
we
families
can-
and children.
We can ratify that
Yeah.
at the next meeting.
yeah,
Thank you.
Because we'll have a little bit of time before then, won't we?
yeah.
No, it's like, there won't be enough meeting for.
No, there
Oh.
won't.
Oh, no, there won't.
That's why I wanted to bring it up now,
Yeah.
because, obviously. But Sharon does have a discretionary
Yeah.
spend. I
And
should
we
imagine-
can ratify it at a meeting afterwards, as long as the committee have
Yeah.
given, an agreement now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just for that
Yeah,
official sign off
yeah,
to the expenditure if required.
that's fine.
Okay, so then literally, so the bins were happy to defer to get the alternative pricing for the bins similar to what we've already got.
Do we not have contact details for the company that we bought?
We will have.
We
Yeah,
will
we'll
have,
find
but
them.
it will
Yeah,
need to
we'll
be
find
dug out.
Yeah,
And then it is finally, item 10, on to the next agenda. I think it will just be the bins.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't. Well, probably the bund as well.
And the bund, yes.
Bins and bund.
And then any further items, I think, can be confirmed. Councillor S Taylor.
Before we close, if we have now penciled in the 3rd and 4th for our movie night, can we please get advertising it as soon as possible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
That's what I mean. I've got to act really quickly now.
I will tell you, councillor T Taylor is really good at putting posters together and advertising material.
I will send you
If we ask her
something.
really
Okay,
nicely,
lovely.
she might
Yeah.
design something for us this evening
That would
for
be
our
great.
socials and get printed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we
well, I
need to
need
pick the
3.
films, don't we?
Posters.
Posters. Okay, fabulous. I'm very excited. Well done, team. We do have one final agenda item, which is below the line. So item 11 is to consider a resolution to close the meeting to the press and public under the Admission to Meetings Public Bodies Act 1960. Can I have a proposer and a seconder? Councillor Bertram, Councillor Dalton, show of hands.
Yeah.
That's unanimous.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. To enable them to secure funding
Yeah, that's fair
opportunities.
enough. Yeah.
And to show some kind of stability in their setting.
Yeah, I just think 25 years is adequate.